Throw it down, big man.
Welcome everybody back to the Throw It Down Big Fella podcast. What exciting news we have had this afternoon. We're recording this at like 1:18 p.m. Getting ready for game. We were all getting ready for Game 7 of the NBA Finals between OKC and Indiana. Then this happened. This breaking news happened of Kevin Durant getting traded to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the number 10 pick, and 5 second-round draft picks. Like, this just unprecedented trade. So I had to bring my boys in, my boy Kevin Covington, my boy Michael Miles. The floor is yours. I'm gonna start with you, Mike. What is your reaction to this trade?
Houston again didn't give up a first. Phoenix didn't they didn't give up a first or get a first. The roster reconstruction looks questionable for both teams. I think, the fact that Jalen Green was included in the trade just shows how confident they are in Ahmed Thompson for Houston, who clearly was not on the table at all. And I completely agree that Houston wants to keep him. But they're confident in him developing his game offensively, I think. And you got 5 G Leaguers, pretty much second rounders. That really don't help the team. We'll see, with Houston. But Jalen Green to Phoenix, when you already got Brad Beal and you got Devin Booker, kind of raises questions about, is Devin Booker going out the door? Is this a forced trade? Bradley Beal to waive his no trade clause, to move him. So it's a lot of questions on the Phoenix end. On the Houston side, you got Sengun, you got Kevin Durant, you got Jabari, you got some pieces. You got Jordan Reed, who they didn't really play at all, but he's probably the best shooter on the team that we haven't seen really play any significant minutes. They said they're going to play Whitmore or have a role for him. They seem to like him a lot. So Houston looks like they got a good, something around Kevin Durant. We don't know exactly how long Kevin Durant's going to play, but I think probably going forward, Houston will probably address point guard situation and maybe some front depth to back up Sengun or to. I just don't know. It's a whole lot of questions with Phoenix and their roster construction, because right now I'm pretty sure Phoenix phone line is blown up for Devin Booker. What will it take to get him? If I were the Grizzlies, I'd probably make a phone call to just to inquire about, we got 4 firsts for Desmond Bane. There was 0 first rounders in this deal, and this is for Kevin Durant. So that's the glaring thing that comes to my mind.
Right. Kevin, you want to add in on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with Phoenix. I think Devin Booker's on the move as well. Because you'll get a young Jalen Green. He's still in his 20s. Trade Devin Booker for what though? For first rounds, just to build for your future. They'll still have Bobo. I don't really know who completely on their roster, to be honest with you. But try to get Bradley Beal up his yeah. If I was the Grizzlies, I'd go get Devin Booker.
I mean,
If I was the Grizzlies,
it's going to be a lot because I mean, me personally, I would have thought Houston would win after Devin Booker first instead of Kevin Durant. That was my like idea. Like, okay, go after Devin Booker and try to. I mean, you get Kevin Durant. It's like, is Kevin Durant ready to lead another team to a championship? Can he do it at this level today? Is my question. What do you guys think?
Houston they love Thompson, man. They gotta love Thompson. Like, they got to, bro. Like, for him not to be on the table like that, I mean, they seen something more in him than they did Jalen Green, obviously. So I say if Houston would have tried to get Booker, then where's that lead Thompson? I mean, he's a 2, right?
Yeah,
unless you
he's like a 2.
I guess you go small.
Yeah, 2, 3, 6, 7.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess it would have worked. He would have slid to the 3, take Dylan Brooks' spot, Booker at the 2. Yeah, that probably could work. But I think they made a good playoff move for Houston. I think it'll benefit them in the postseason more than anything. Just having that steady scoring from Kevin Durant that you're gonna get, barring injuries. So I still think they need an elite point guard. Or, I mean, Fred is cool, but I think Fred is more so of a backup point guard.
Exactly.
Me personally,
and they paid him $120 million. So I mean,
I don't think you can win. I don't think you can win is with him as your number one. Like, again, it worked in Toronto because he's come off the bench, and a lot of pressure coming off the bench behind Kyle Lowry. But I just think he ain't your answer. Me personally.
Yeah, I don't have too much confidence in Van Fleet either. I could just see them drafting a young point guard. Because other than that, they really don't have anybody unless they play Jordan Reed at the 1. There's just a whole lot of questions because, I mean, they could have played Jordan Reed last year and at least got him some experience or something. I mean, we don't know if he played. I don't think he played in the G League at all, but just at least to see what you have, because I don't think Van Fleet really had a backup. I mean,
no, he didn't.
What's it called?
He really didn't. They would
I
always
think Green did.
Yeah, Jalen Green did most of the point guard work,
right,
or some of it.
And I would say, for Houston perspective, like, they didn't trade Tari Eason, Cam Whitmore, Aman Thompson. Like, they didn't trade like the core guys that got them to where they were in Houston. They traded Jalen Green, which is a hit, but it's like you didn't trade the other assets as well, like those other core players. The other core players. So I feel like Houston won this trade. I just think question marks on both sides, Houston and Phoenix. Like, how the chemistry's messed up. How do you get the chemistry back? And like direction, the future, because Houston is in it's win that right now, this year or next year. Like, they gotta win one of these 2 years. Phoenix we don't know what Devin Booker's gonna get traded or not. So the Desmond Bane trade, I'm sure Mike and y'all and Kevin, you talked about it. What is your reaction? 4 first round draft picks for Desmond Bane, for KCP and Cole Anthony, who I like, but what do you guys think about that?
Man, we talked about this a couple of episodes ago. We knew Desmond Bane's or Jaw, one of us going to go, but man, like, Desmond Bane, I'm a fan, but he's not an elite shooting guard, if you ask me. Now, I get it. Orlando 3-point percentage is last in the league, so this will help them, especially out east, because the East is up in the air right now, to be honest with you. I mean, Indiana came out of nowhere this year. I mean, Dame's gonna be out for the season. So we gotta see if Giannis gonna get moved. So really, I mean, who do you fear? I mean, Tatum gonna be out for the season for Boston. So who do you really fear in the East?
New York.
I mean, so
Yeah,
New York.
I don't trust.
it's a
Kawhi.
toss up for the East. I mean, the East is pretty much in the air right now, and I think the Magic just said, "Hey, we want to make a move." I think both teams eventually won this trade
Yep.
because, I mean, East they're saying we're ready. I mean, the Magic they're saying that we're ready to win now. What I didn't realize and what really kind of shocked me was how people reacted to the fact that they viewed Bane so highly uh, because they suggested that we were tanking, that we were rebuilding, that we're gonna are we gonna trade Ja? Are we gonna offer Jaren Jackson Jr. Supermax or whatever his contract was gonna be? You got Draymond on podcast saying that we're not ready to win now, and I'm thinking like, what in the world are they? What are they thinking? I feel like KCP still got left in the tank. I mean, he can still shoot the ball. He's a veteran. He's won 2 championships. He's played a role and done pretty good in his role. The past couple of years, had a bad year last year, but still, I mean, he's still a valuable piece. I don't see it as changing. And then also the thing that other national sports media dismiss is the fact that we got Jalen Wells and we got Gigi Jackson, who, Gigi Jackson has got to, just get out of his head, I think, with the injury. And if he gets back to the way he was playing, before he got hurt, he's going to be good. And then you got Jalen Wells. He's been working on his game, improving his game. You look like he was second in rookie of the year. And he started most of the season, if not the whole season. Before he got hurt, was a good defending the ball and shooting the ball. So, I see it for both sides. I think looking at it is good for both sides. It's crazy, being in Orlando when the trade actually went down. I didn't get the vibe or the sense from Orlando fans that they were excited or disappointed in the trade. I think they were kind of like, man, we gave up 4 firsts, and the swap. That's what I really think this trade was about. Because truth be told, we're not getting the KDs, we're not getting the Giannis's, we probably ain't gonna get the Bookers. We just got to keep building assets and getting 4 first rounders keeps us in the ball game. It at least keeps us in the conversation if we're trying to get like that superstar to add to the team. So I feel like both teams won. In this case, won Miss Bane. I was a little salty a little bit because Bane looked a little too excited, but
yeah, yeah, he did.
But and then KD chimed in, but I'm happy for Bane. Bane cool. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
I agree with you on that. I think they're trying to go the OKC route. Just build from their draft picks and their assets, and hopefully whatever the draft pick they have, it could be a superstar, kind of like how OKC is doing now. Like you said, for us to get the Giannis or the KD of the world, probably it's not going to happen. But they still have something that they could still make a move this offseason. I think what would be like a move? What if they went after Trey Murphy for New Orleans or Daniel Gafford for Dallas? Like with that, how would you feel about like that type of move? The Grizzlies can make that type of move.
I think it'd be a good move.
Go ahead, but is Trey Murphy? Do you have that much confidence Trey Murphy would? Okay, Grizzlies. Can we get first this thing like? Can we be? I guess top 10, play in.
Yeah.
What range do you think?
With Trey Murphy, yes.
How would he move the needle for us though?
He could shoot. He's a great shooter. He shot like maybe 30. He was top 20 in 3-point shooting percentage this year. This year, yeah. He can move the needle, Trey Murphy.
But Trey Murphy. Okay. And then you said
Gafford, yeah, from Dallas. because for
Was
Dallas,
a backup?
yeah, well, the maybe start because Zach Edey is out too. Zach Edey has an injury. He had surgery last week, so Zach Edey is going to be out
Oh
for
yeah,
a
yeah.
while. I would go after Daniel Gafford if the price is right. I would go after Daniel Gafford. I mean, Dallas is going to have Cooper Flagg, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington. Like they're loaded in like that
Lively.
lively. Like they got it's a lot of people in that room of power forward and center. So if I'm Grizzlies, I would go for Daniel Gafford. I would. I mean, I'll swing for it. Like
Daniel Gafford, Trey Murphy, Ja.
Triple J and
But you're gonna have to give us Scottie Pippen,
KCP.
right? You got to give us Scottie Pippen,
I
right?
think I think the Grizz really this offseason they want to identify or should identify guys that fit their grit and grind, and they're just blue collar. I think here on out, it shouldn't be just anybody, but anybody that they target is going to be somebody that's grit and grind, hard nosed, defensive, physical.
Yeah.
What if they go back to Dylan Brooks?
That's a possibility.
Just throwing it out. I mean, that's where the slippage started to happen, as far as like just toughness. But I also, change up. It's a new coach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anything's on the table in that 4 spot or that 3 spot.
Yep.
But you're right though, Mike. There are crazy rumors about Triple J, the Lakers. I saw this. Bill Simmons put this out. What if the Lakers went after Triple J? Like, which is just absolutely great. My thing is they're gonna double down on Triple J and Ja. But this whole notion that they're trying to trade Ja and Triple J, like, it's just all over the place. Like,
I don't think they're going anywhere.
They're not going nowhere.
And the Memphis would be dumb to let them walk.
They yeah.
We would be really dumb to let Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja walk out the door. That would be the dumbest thing the Grizzlies franchise could do. Because, I mean, they are Memphis. They are our superstars. Yeah. There is no guarantee whatsoever.
Yeah.
If they leave out the door, who are you going to get? I mean, you got baseball players doing the grenade gesture.
Right.
And he played basketball. We're talking about a worldwide superstar. Ain't no way we letting Ja walk out.
He should retire in Memphis.
Yeah. We put a statue up right now.
Even if it's for Trey. I'm sorry. Trey Young for John Moran.
Yeah, no. Trey Young, man.
I just threw it out there. Me and Kevin talked about this like a month ago.
I put a video out with this too. I said Trey Young need to go to New York, and Jalen Brunson need to go to Atlanta because New York don't have a point guard. They got a combo guard.
Right.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson scoring guard. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, and dang, I just don't like Trey Young. I mean, like far as like for John Morant, heck no.
No.
At least John Morant is small and explosive. Trey Young small and
he's a playmaker though.
He can dunk.
He's a playmaker though. I just want Trey Young out of Atlanta. That's my thing. Like,
I'm not giving up John Morant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Unless they trying to get Luka or somebody like that. I'm not giving up John Morant. Not for no Trey Young.
Okay.
Now Trey Young, he need to be in New York.
He needs to be in New York.
That is my honest opinion.
Instead of going for
Trey Young for Jalen Brunson. In New York is a better team.
So you wouldn't go after Giannis?
Would I go after Giannis?
Yeah, for New York. Yeah. You'll go for Giannis.
You mean New York? Or are you talking about the Grizzlies?
The Grizzlies. Well, no, the Knicks, because that's the other rumor. Giannis to the Knicks.
Well, who the Knicks giving up?
Karl Anthony Towns. And something
after 1 year?
some picks probably. Like,
I mean,
man, New York they ain't got a coach right now.
They gonna trade somebody.
That's
I don't know.
That's the crazy part too. They don't have a. I thought it'd be Mike Malone at this point. The Knicks would get Mike Malone, but that hasn't happened yet either. They keep interviewing these coaches that already have a gig, and they're all saying no. So I don't know what the Knicks are like. It could be.
Man, I'm just kind of. It's gonna be fun out east. Does Darius Garland and Donovan? Do you not move one of them since
or Jared Allen?
Or
Jared
Allen? That one's a tough one too in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got a lot of questions in Cleveland, like for sure.
Exactly. That's 2 years. That's 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I mean they got a lot of questions. I mean,
I hear what y'all are saying. I really do. But like injuries are a real thing, and it's just bad timing on a lot of these injuries. Like injuries
Mobley and the other dude,
Garland.
Jared Allen. They don't got that dog. They don't have it.
Jared Allen don't? Oh, Jared Allen got a dog. He do.
No.
He does.
No, Jared Allen.
They're regular season guys, bro.
No.
If they weren't hurt, I'm serious. If they weren't hurt, I think Cleveland would be in the finals. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. Like, they had they were the number one team all year. And
some got to give. Some got to give, bro.
I mean, you second in first in the East, and
Indiana caught them. I mean,
you don't make it out the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, you lose in 5 games.
I know
5 or 6 games.
But Garland didn't play in 3 of the games, so I don't, like it's a lot of what ifs about Cleveland. Yep. I think injuries has got them. I really do. Like, and they're going to be a serious problem next year, bearing health. I would think, but
you got to look at this. Like Indiana finna come off this run, so their confidence gonna go up. Then you got Detroit confidence gonna keep going up.
They are.
So
Orlando now.
So it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it'd be one of those situations where Cleveland they can get this and set them back for real. Like
it could.
You can't keep doing it in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
I agree. But what's the next move? What we think is the next crazy move in NBA offseason? We already got Desmond Bane traded, Kevin Durant traded. What do you think is the next move? The next crazy move you think is going to happen?
I'm gonna say Giannis or Booker.
So you think Giannis could be traded?
Well, I don't know. Giannis, he hasn't officially said that he wants to be traded. I think he will be. I think he'd be wise to request a trade and say, send me to the Spurs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's something to think about. DeMar DeRozan to the Grizzlies. Here's something to think about.
That can work. That's solid.
I like that move. I would like. I would sign up for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, veteran leader.
I mean, John DeRozan and Triple J.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds solid.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen. So DeRozan to move to the 2, the 3. We still missing.
I would say 2. No, I would say 3. KCP at 2. Yeah, I can see that.
Is KCP enough shooting wise though? Do we need another shooter at that point?
He's not a shoot. Well, he can shoot the corner 3, but he had an off year this year, a really bad year. I can't really. It's there.
Mid-range. I like his mid-range. I just like his mid-range.
I'm just thinking about like team players that are like disgruntled, and DeMar DeRozan and Sabonis. They're one or two team players that are disgruntled right now. They made it known too. What DeRozan has. Giannis, we don't know what Giannis's temperature is. I would think he would want to stay in Milwaukee now. With Stephen A. Smith saying what he had to say, I would think he would want to stay in Milwaukee now. Karl-Anthony Towns possibly get traded. If the Knicks are trying to make some type of splash, like that's the only.
What's that? Is year 2?
Yeah, for Karl-Anthony Towns, it'll be year 2 coming up.
I don't see Carl Anthony Towns moving.
Me either.
I don't think so. Well, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be wild, to be honest. Honestly, it really is.
It might just be kind of lower, like teams, like people are gonna get traded and all. They might not be like as splashy as Kevin Durant, though. I think they'll probably be like real tame this offseason. I would think.
I mean, if you put an offer for Giannis, say to Golden State, I don't think Giannis would disagree with that move. I don't think he would disagree with the move to San Antonio. But you know,
what if he did?
I don't know. It really just depends on what Giannis wants to do. I mean,
right?
Him, Fox, and Wemby, man. Chris Paul, for veteran leadership.
Chris Paul might go to the Lakers. That's
what that bad hamstring. No, I don't want him.
I think he's gonna retire. Like they're saying, like he's gonna take a veteran's minimum and go to the LA team.
No, not man, the Clippers. We got Bronny, man. We don't need him.
They're trying to insert Bronny in there. I think the Lakers are seriously gonna try hard to push Bronny in there. They're gonna force Bronny in there.
You think so? Yeah.
Yes, based on what he did in G League, got his confidence on them. The G League helped them for real.
It did. But I think Chris Paul is going to join the Lakers, though. He's not going back to the Clippers. Like, he's trying to find an LA team. I think he is going to the Lakers. Like,
go to the Clippers, man. We don't want you. We don't need that.
Also,
every time I used to count on him, bro, gets hurt, bro.
That's LeBron. That's his God. I mean, that's his.
He could have stopped KD now, and LeBron could have another ring if he would have just handled his hamstrings. Could have held on another quarter. And I don't even want to get on your boy James Harden. So is the Clippers? What are they gonna do? Are they gonna get rid of James Harden? Keep going missing playoffs?
No, they're not.
Clippers. No, that's your team.
They're not. I'm just saying.
The way your boy go missing in the playoffs, man.
James Harden.
I can see CP3 in Dallas.
Oh, I can't see that.
I could see that.
I can see that happening.
Veteran leadership in that locker room till Kyrie get back.
Yeah, just to hold the line. I mean, I can see that and set up, be the setup man. I mean, point guards, man, they're so valuable at this point. Their stock, you know, that in the stretch for. I mean, I think what we're seeing is the game is changing. We're seeing the value of point guard play with Halliburton and SGA with the way that they're playing. And the way that Indiana plays, I mean, they're playing like 3 and 4 point guards.
Yeah, right.
You know, so
it's a good segue, Mike, into tonight's Game 7. All this Kevin Durant. You know, I don't know if the NBA is really happy that Kevin Durant got traded the day of Game 7, one of the biggest games in NBA history, but it happened. So, Game 7 tonight, Indiana, OKC. Who do you think will win this game, you guys?
Yeah, the Pacers, man.
You think so? On the road.
I'm going against the grain, man.
Yeah.
They can't get down more than
15 points.
15. They gotta keep it close at half. Because they're gonna get punched in the mouth in that first quarter because the energy gonna be crazy. They just cannot get rattled. Got to keep it close. They keep it close at half. Hey, the comeback kids.
Yeah, I'm kind of on OKC just because they're at home.
I'm with you.
I mean, OKC messed up the first game, Game 1. They gave that one away. Changed their lineup. They made an adjustment before they needed to.
Thank you.
And
for what reason though? Like Hartenstein was like averaging almost a double-double, and you bring in Wallace. Well, I like Wallace, but he ain't got the size for Pascal or Miles Turner. Like it didn't make any sense, like at all.
It's the analytic crap I be talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the game will be won and lost. It can be won and lost, or be a toss up by how the first quarter and the third quarter.
Yep.
How that look?
Yep.
Because I mean, OKC they're gonna come out hot.
Yes.
And really,
And, you know,
it really should be Chet and Jalen Williams. Like I don't want SGA to even shoot a shot the first quarter. Like I need those two, especially Jalen. He just had one of the worst games in Game 6. The plus minus was -40. That's like the worst in NBA Finals history. Like I need Jalen Williams to go for 10, 12 in the first quarter. Like because he
And I think
just went for
and I think
40
he
in
will.
Game 5, and then he just
And I
went
think
from
he
that
will.
to.
I think he will. And I said if Indiana loses this game, they're gonna be kicking themselves from losing their game 4. Lands
Yeah.
on 10.
Yeah.
yep. Because they slowed down. They gave that game away too.
Yeah.
It would have been 3-1 going back to OKC.
Yep.
They're gonna kick themselves if they lose this game or not.
And both
Both
OKC
teams
too.
gave away games that they
Yeah.
should have won.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just think, man, I honestly think, man, it's gonna be one of them role players that we least expect, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna push either team over the hump. Whether it's TJ or what's his name, the dark skinned kid come off the bench for Indiana.
Obi. No. Benedict.
Number 0.
Benedict.
It's gonna be one of those two, or on the opposite side, the Wiggins kid hitting 6 threes or something. It's gonna be some crazy stuff.
Like Wallace, one of them. Yeah.
It's gonna catch fire, bro. It's gonna like tilt the game some kind of way.
Isaiah Joe, when
somebody
random Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, the center, or somebody, you know.
It's gonna be some wild like.
What about Chet? Chet only had 4 points last game, 2 for 10 shooting. Like, come on. Like,
he
didn't even try to show up. I'm like, Chet only had.
Yeah.
I understand that, but he's better than this. Like the Minnesota Timberwolves, he couldn't be stopped against he went against Gobert and Nas Reed, like size. Like Indiana doesn't. They have size, but they ain't like athletic. Like I would think over Minnesota. I would think, but I mean,
because who guarding him? Is it Turner and Pascal, right?
Pascal, yeah, one of the two.
Pascal can move his feet with him. You know what I'm saying? And I mean Turner just putting that body on him. I mean he's a small dude. He's tall, obviously, but he still ain't got much in his back pocket. To be honest with you, so
right.
Couple bumps here and there. You know what I'm saying? Take them legs away from you by the time that fourth comes for sure. So
who has the most to lose with tonight's game? Indiana or OKC?
OKC.
I would. Who had the most to lose? Who you mean, like pressure? Who's under the most pressure?
Who's under the most pressure? Yeah, Indiana or OKC.
I would say.
I think
OKC got the most pressure.
OKC.
Because the Pacers aren't supposed to be here, to be honest with you. So whoever would expect the Pacers to get through what they've been through, you know what I'm saying? So because they beat Cleveland, New York. Yeah.
They beat Cleveland, Milwaukee. And think about it. Milwaukee, Dame was hurt. Cleveland, Garland, all of them were hurt. And then New York, Jalen, well, New York was, I guess, healthy. But Josh Hart.
They kind of just own the Knicks.
They just own the Knicks. So
they kind of bullied them on the low.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, you doing the choke sign the first game.
Right.
Hey, it's crazy work. It's crazy work. It's a bag it up though. So hey.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't in a game 7 situation. I mean, he doing the choke sign the first game 1.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this: do you think it's going to come down to the players, or is Rick a better coach than OKC coach?
I think it's going to come down to coaching. I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 on who's going to come out with it, because Rick Carlisle, he gonna throw something in there. He could play zone. And because the thing that surprises me is SGA he'll dribble, dribble in the top of the key, and he gets to his spots every single time. Every single time. He can throw a zone in there, and that'll disrupt that.
Yep.
If you double SGA at the top of the key, he dribble. You got Dort and you got Jalen Williams on the wing that could shoot the three. Game 6 really just came down to Dort and Jalen Williams and Chet not making shots.
Right.
And then SGA was just turning the ball over.
Yeah. Just not in the game, just not feeling the game out. They were up 8, OKC, but then Indiana just Tyrese Halliburton didn't have that explosive game. He's still hurt. He's not 100%.
Yeah, he hurt.
Clear as day, he's not 100%. Does he need to go off tonight, or does he need to like have like a 18, 15, 8 type of game? Like
I need a double for sure.
So you don't care if does he need to go for 30? Is my thing tonight. I mean,
he don't got to, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pascal, if they win, Pascal's gonna get the finals thing anyway.
Finals MVP? You think so?
Yeah, sure. He been killing. He been Cassetti 20 every game. So and I think Pascal gonna have a big game tonight because he's been here before. A lot of people forget that. Like he's the second best player in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So
he got MVP. He got championship.
I think he's gonna show up tonight. Pascal gonna show up double tonight.
Yeah,
Halliburton just gotta be aggressive though, man. Don't forget all that passing stuff. Like if you be aggressive, that'll make OKC have to adjust their defense, and then that gives the sidekicks room to do their thing. So
yeah,
I just hope he's aggressive tonight. Please.
Yeah,
I got it. I think OKC wins, but I think it's a nail biter. I think it's maybe like, you remember the 2016 finals when it was like 90. It was an ugly game. That was an ugly game. It was some great moments. Don't get me wrong. The LeBron block, the Kyrie shot, but it was an ugly game. And everybody got tired. Like you could just tell by just how it felt. Like everybody's tired. This is the type of game I have. It's going to be ugly, low scoring. Nobody scores over 100 type of game, I would think.
I don't know. Well, it's going to come down to who makes more shots than the other team. Because if OKC is making shots, then it's going to be, it's going to be tough for the Pacers. But if the Pacers are making shots and they're able to get back on defense and control the pace defensively as opposed to offensively,
right,
then I think that could be the difference maker. It's going to be a good game, though. I think it's going to be tight. It could be in the single digits. It could be a blowout, too. It just depends on how each team responds. I mean,
these role players, somebody finna get paid, get their money tonight.
Yeah.
One of these role players, you're going to get their money worth tonight.
Right. Yep.
Baby.
Do you think they need to go back to the 2-3-2 format in the finals, or do you like the 2-2?
Oh, the playoff format.
Yeah, well, the finals format was the regular format is 2-2-1, the normal, but finals is 2-3-2. Do you think they need to go back to that? LeBron said that they need to stop with this 2-3-2 format. They stopped it, but I mean, it was I don't know.
They kind of just. I think it's more a TV deal, money deal. Because they pretty much extending the playoffs or the finals. It's almost a month now, close to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
either way, it don't matter to me.
I got it. I don't like the old format. I mean, I get it, but it's like it's a disadvantage for the two teams, because if you just steal one of the games, you have the 3 at home. Game 3, 4, 5 is like at your crib. Like that's a disadvantage, I would think, for the team that got the home court advantage. I would think, but
that's tough.
That's tough. Like I never understood that 2-3-2 format when I was a child. I never did. I'm like, they got game 5 to decide game 5 at their place, and they have like a lead. their home court like it's stolen. Like I understand game 6 and 7 are there, but I hated that format so much. Like I'm glad LeBron spoke up about it, but
one thing we can do, we can move the nigga, man. Go James.
Right. Do y'all want to talk about Stephen A. Smith? What he said about Memphis, right quick, or
Yeah, we can talk about it.
I mean, what was his aim? I don't know what he was trying to prove. Mary Young accepted his invitation, by the way, for Stephen A. to come to Memphis, but what was he trying to get at by applying the Jimmy Butler thing, which was months ago? And I mean, like, is he just trying to? What was he trying to do? Just put Memphis at a bad rap? I don't know. What was he trying to sell something here? Like what?
I just think it was a weak, very, very weak take to say, Memphis, the players don't want to come to Memphis because of crime. Because every city got a crime issue or a spot where there's just bad energy, So I mean, if you come to Memphis, and either whether you're a rookie, role player, or a superstar, I mean, you just got to be a smart, mature player, ready to work, and focus on basketball. Crime. I mean, that's always going to be there, no matter where you go. I mean, I think I don't see how Stephen A. coming to visit Memphis really moves the needle or changes his opinion. I mean, he's obviously shooting to be a politician somewhere at some point in his career. So
the next president.
I don't really see it. I thought it was a bad take. I thought Kendrick Perkins kind of back doubling up, or backing up Stephen A. in some ways. I thought that was a weak take too, but
Kenyon Martin too, kind of backing all three.
Kenyon Martin.
Did you hear? You heard what he said, Kenyon Martin, Kevin?
No, I didn't. What did he say?
He said, basically agreeing with Stephen A. and Kendrick Perkins about it's a bad city. Like I wouldn't want to go there if I was an NBA player. I've had some run-ins, like. And then, of all people, Rashad McCants, of all people, is defending Memphis. Like, he's saying, like, everyone has bad cities. Beverly Hills, L.A., like, Nashville, where you are, kid. Like, they got stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't get, like, he's degrading Memphis. Like, if we want to get a future player, like a great, great, great player, Stephen A's mouth is hurting the opportunity for Memphis to get that Kevin Durant type player. Like, I mean,
exactly.
What do you think about that?
Man, you know how I feel about bro. He came with the GOAT, man. I don't really mess with him. I ain't never liked him, period. But I don't talk about my team, man.
I miss the old Stephen A. I miss the old Stephen A. Smith, the one that we got on TV, say what you want to say, but then lie. Well, not really lie, but just add on some extra stuff, add on extra layers to a story. He never did that. He just said what he felt and kept it moving. This new Stephen A., the political Stephen A. now that we're getting, I know you're $100 million worth man, but he needs to act like he's making $10 million instead of just because if he act like he was making like the grind and hustle of Stephen A. before, I don't think this is a big story. I don't think he's saying what he's saying,
Oh, you know how I feel about. Oh, rock with him.
Is he worse than Skip Bayless? He's on the Skip Bayless level now, without a doubt. Like
he definitely knows how to manipulate words and create a narrative, but I don't think I don't know. I think he understands that he creates a narrative, but I don't think he realizes how much of a narrative he creates when it comes to the points that he makes.
And stuff.
He's pretty much the face of sports,
right?
Basketball, and it relates to media.
Yep.
But I don't think players really respect him at all. I mean, it's obvious he's pretty much. I think he came out flat out say he doesn't like LeBron James.
Right.
What's not to like about LeBron James? I know he respects his career. He always comes out with, he's the greatest player, but,
And then the Giannis
ego
thing.
is kind of too big to.
Yeah.
And then
his pride in a way.
Yeah. Then the Giannis take was like if he doesn't win another championship, he's underrated. What do you mean? He's one of the great. He would be one of the greatest players when Giannis retires. Like, for him to say that stupid take, like, it didn't make any sense. Like, it was just crazy. You get caught playing solitary Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Like, he's making it about himself. He really.
And he want to be real. KD don't go to the Warriors. Will he have a championship?
He probably would.
I mean, we can say what is what it, but I mean, think about it. I mean, every team KD lead don't get there.
Right.
And Curry led that team, man.
Yeah, he is, and that's why Kevin Durant had to leave. He's like, it will never be my team. I gotta leave. You're right.
But so what I'm saying is, Giannis did it his way with his own team. I mean, granted, it was COVID. That does factor in, but he did it on his own. So, yeah, you can't take that away from him. Bro's a walking double, man. Energy, he always play. No, man, don't play with dude.
I know. I'm interested to see what this inside the NBA thing is going to be like, though. With him and Stephen A. Like, I don't think it's going to work out that great what people think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a train wreck ready to happen. I really do. Like,
the only thing that's going to save it, though, I think they're going to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff and try to, before. It's just going to be a lot of behind the scenes stuff they're going to do, I think, before they get on.
It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be a lot of jokes. A lot of roasting.
Man, Charles Barkley and Shaq, man, pure comedy, bro.
And Stephen A. All three of them talk, man. It's like,
listen, bro. Forget Stephen A. I'm there for Charles and Shaq, bro. When they argue or even when they get along, it's pure comedy, bro. They pure comedy.
But you don't think they're gonna like water it down or not be what it used to be?
That's the only thing I'm afraid of. That's why I said about a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we ain't gonna know. I don't think he gonna be able to say some of the stuff he been saying. I just don't think so. But he an old man, old stubborn man too. So he probably like, man, I don't really need the job. So
I wish they had the freedom like Pat McAfee. Like if they had the freedom like Pat McAfee has, then it could work. But I don't. All the executives are watching this, and I think it's going to be really watered down and not watchable. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong.
Hey, Pat McAfee, Pat McAfee got some on somebody's ESPN, bro. He knows something we don't know about somebody, bro. He get away with everything.
He's getting irritated. You think?
Somebody, he knows something about somebody, bro. No. I'm saying like he knows something that we don't know about one of the big executives because they let him get away with everything, bro. He be cursing all the time. Like, right. He gonna expose somebody. They try to fire him.
He's making a
he blackmailing somebody, bro.
Right.
You got my man be acting a fool.
Did you hear what he said on Stephen A. and Kendrick Perkins at the Game 4 of the finals? Like they're all making it personal, all three of them. So I like.
But yeah, I think he didn't make it impersonal because just think about it. Pat McAfee, he sat down with LeBron James. He has an interview with LeBron James. Stephen A. I don't think he's ever had an interview with LeBron James like that.
You have to go back to
with the way that Stephen A. touts his journalistic experience and how he's talked to so many people, he hasn't really had that with LeBron James. For years, he hasn't had it with LeBron James. And I think he's messed up about it. Like he's jealous about, but
absolutely.
He definitely ain't giving it now.
It's just going to be interesting, the NBA storyline between the free agency
and Michael Jordan, commentary. I think he's coming to NBC. I think.
Yep, NBC.
It'd be interesting to see what he has to say.
I hope it's not. I hope he takes a different route, as in not bashing players, but more inspiring, motivating them. Like, I wish you'd go a different route, but I don't know. Like, we'll see. I just don't want to be a LeBron bashing. I want him to really know what he's gonna say, but I don't want him to just bash LeBron James. I mean, I want him to be fair and critique, but I don't want to just be a bashing session. Keep it real though, Michael. Is what I'm saying. Like, I'm excited. NBC, the lore of NBC, basketball on NBC again is crazy. I'm excited.
He may surprise us.
It'd be interesting. But you're right.
Cracking jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
It's.
I think what's cool about it is, everybody's on podcasts and they're like sharing their stories, like former players.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the documentary, The Last Dance or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's sharing their story of Michael Jordan. So
yeah,
it'd be cool to hear Michael Jordan talk, and share some of his experience, more of his playing experience.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right. Well, that will conclude, you guys, this wonderful, wonderful episode of Throw It Down Big Fella Podcast. I'm thankful for my boys, my boy Kevin, my boy Mike, for joining me on this wonderful episode. A lot of stuff has happened, so we had to do this emergency podcast to break it all down for you guys. Game 7 tonight. I'm going to recap all that my next episode. Mike, you want to tell about what you got coming up?
Man, a little bit of the same. Just recapping the season. We got the NBA draft coming up. So kind of be looking at, who's after 1, 2, and 3, after Ace Bailey. See, how the draft shakes out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like this NBA offseason is going to be about trades and, free agent signings.
Yeah.
And then the WNBA, it's going to be in full effect too.
All-Star game coming up, right?
A lot of basketball to talk about.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. Kevin, what you got coming up, Kevin?
Man, same old, just working. Man, I'm trying to. I may get back into high school coaching, man, basketball. I've been getting some offers here and there, but I don't know, man. Kids so different, man. I ain't coached since COVID. Before then, 2013 to 2020, man, and I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I've been getting offers. I'm supposed to go do a couple of interviews this week at some different schools out here, so I'm gonna see. These kids different. They I ain't put it out there, but they different.
As long as you don't throw any chairs like Bobby Knight, you're straight. You good.
Nah, man. I get hot. I get hot because I played at the highest level, in college. So it's like sometimes when I say something, I'm probably gonna be right. And then they so in their mind they right. It's different. So I'll be having to take a different approach now.
I hear you. Well, that will conclude this. Well, that will conclude this episode, you guys. Like I said, please subscribe.
I'm thinking about getting back into it, man. I miss it. So kids a little older now, man. So I think I may take one of these positions, man, if it goes right.
Okay. Cool. If there's anything else that I missed, like I said, please subscribe to my podcast, GR Productions YouTube channel. Check out my boy Michael Miles' podcast, Let Me Clear My Throat, and just just continue to subscribe and follow both our podcasts, you guys, and we will see you guys next time.
Throw it down, big man.